Row number 4 back on the inside from Omaha, Nebraska. That'll be John Anderson in the 21X. To his outside, another Omaha native, Jake Jorgensen in the 1J. And riding shotgun on the field from Griswold, Iowa, it'll be the 4 of J.C. Wyman. 9 cars. 9 cars, 8 fast laps, top 16 in passing points, lock themselves into tonight's A main event. So it's going to be Billy the Kid, the current points leader, on the point. How about it, race fans? It is time once again to dominate the dirt with the Malvern Bank West Series. Let's get to it. All systems go for heat race number 1, brought to you by Speedway Motors. Bill Layton Jr. not mixing words here. He'll jump out to the race lead to kick things off. Corey Zeitner settles into position number 2. Meanwhile, Tad Pospisil looking to the inside of Alan Hopp. That's for 4th as they enter turn number 3. Hopp gets the better run off the bottom of the entry. Opening lap will go to Layton. Corey Zeitner 2nd. Nick Deal runs 3rd. Alan Hopp runs 4th. Black Diamond Chassis 1, 2, 3 right now with Layton, Zeitner, and Deal. Brian Kaziski and Tad Pospisil going to have it out for position number 5 as Pospisil looks high, wide, round the outside of the 52 off of turn number 4. Tonight's fast qualifier at the line will move to 5th. Good run for the 04 out of Norfolk. Pospisil, he's never won here at the Shelby County Speedway, looking to change that. Meanwhile, Nick Deal, multiple modified wins out here at the Shelby County Speedway, undefeated in the late model division out here, and Deal puts the slide job workings on Corey Zeitner, the real deal, now to 2nd. So good run there. The Monster Graphics sponsor, number 55D. I know he'd like to put that car in victory lane tonight, like he has done every Saturday night in the weekly late models. But they're all chasing the 24 of Bill Layton Jr. Halfway down, 4 to go. Bill Layton Jr., he has been your race-long leader. Nick Deal runs 2nd. Now Alan Hopp to the inside of Zeitner. 3 wide for the 3rd spot off of turn number 2. And give it to CRZ as they exit turn 2. Tad Pospisil will take the 4th spot. And now Pospisil, slide job. Oh, just fell. Got a little contact there off of turn 4. But Pospisil muscles his way to 3rd. Alan Hopp with a good move to the inside. Hopp gonna put the pass on Zeitner to take the 4th spot away. Kaziski trying to follow suit. Not gonna happen. Kaziski, Zeitner side by side for position number 5. 2 to go this time. Bill Layton Jr. leads it, but Nick Deal is right on him. We're going to have a battle for the heat race win before it's all said and done. Deal to the inside as Layton pushes up the track in turn 2. Side by side for the race lead, and Deal pokes his nose out in front. Into turn number 3, new leader Nick Deal now shows the way. Deal will take the lead as the field comes down to the white flag. 4/10 of a mile to go for the 55 out of Walnut. Corey Zeitner off the pace of the 26 junior. Nose damage on that machine. A tough break there for CRZ. And looks like he'll get it into the pits, but off of turn number 4, race fans took the lead coming down to the white flag, and he will win it. Nick Deal will take Speedway Motors heat race number 1. Bill Layton Jr. will cross to the 2nd spot. Tad Pospisil comes home 3rd. Then it's Alan Hopp, Brian Kaziski, John Anderson, J.C. Wyman, Jake Jorgensen, and Corey Zeitner. So give it up for him, race fans. Your winner of Speedway Motors heat race number 1 from Walnut, Iowa, in the Prairie Rose sign, Monster Graphics, Black Diamond Chassis, Little Caesars Pizza, All-Star Tire, Nebraska, Iowa Supply, number 55D. Give it up for him, Harlan Nick Deal. Of course, started off the 2020 season red hot, started 22nd in our A main down at the Central Missouri Speedway, drove all the way up to 6th in that one. But Charlie McKenna, he has never won with the West Tour. He's already got one with the East. And he's got a very seasoned veteran in Daryl DeFrance. Made every start with the IMCA Deary Brothers Series back in the day. DeFrance competed in every single event for that series. So here we go. The Iowa natives on the front row as the sun sets over Shelby County Speedway. Off of 4, we are green in Kaiser Manufacturing heat race number 2. Into turn 1 through the middle, Daryl DeFrance will assume the whole shot as Charlie McKenna settles back into that 2nd spot. Nearly 3 wide there. Ben Schaller tried to press the issue between Purdue and Leonard as they enter turn number 3. Josh Leonard into that 3rd spot as he slides up the track off of turn number 4. Opening lap goes to the Iron Man. Daryl DeFrance, your leader. Now McKenna sizes him up going into turn number 1, side by side through 1 and 2. But DeFrance holds the middle lane, and he will keep the lead down the back straightaway. Brad Perdue slips back to that 4th position as Ben Schaller starts to close in on him. Oh, and McKenna loses the handle in turn number 3, tags the implement tire on the inside lane. Everyone avoids him. Good job. I believe Charlie McKenna has come to a stop at the bottom of turn number 3. McKenna trying to limp it, but we are under caution. Caution on the speedway for the 22 of Charlie McKenna. A tough break there. I think just drove it in there a bit too hot. Ben Schaller in that 2nd spot. Josh Leonard running 3rd. Brad Perdue 4th. Jason O'Brien the top 5. Then it's Reese Vaught, Dylan Schmier, Kyle Crampy, and Charlie McKenna. Here we go. Caution lights go out, and we are ready to come back to green flag off of turn number 4. We are back underway. Schaller to the inside of DeFrance as the field goes into turn number 1 off the restart, but the Ironman, good strong right through the middle. He'll keep the race lead on entry to turn number 3. Schaller up to the cushion through turns 3 and 4, trying to diamond it off into the middle lane. DeFrance continues to show the way. 1 lap shy of the halfway mark. Now Jason O'Brien makes his way around Brad Perdue for that 4th spot. Perdue gets shuffled back to 5th, and now just about ready to lose that spot to Reese Vaught. Vaught with a good run off the bottom of turn number 2, going side by side with Perdue on entry. Vaught off the bottom, now slides up. He will take the 5th position halfway home. Daryl DeFrance, your race leader. Then it's Ben Schaller in 2nd, Josh Leonard 3rd, but not for long. Here goes Jason O'Brien. Meanwhile, up front, battle for the lead off the exit of 2. Schaller, DeFrance, side by side on entry. It's a high-speed line dance in the top 6. Everyone's got a partner. Slider off at turn number 4. The Barracuda takes over. Ben Schaller, your new race leader at the line. Daryl DeFrance in that 2nd spot. Jason O'Brien up to 3rd, Josh Leonard 4th, and now Dylan Schmier trying to make things interesting on the top side. Gets over the crumbs in turn number 1, and he loses ground on Brad Perdue. Perdue now trying to size up Reese Vaught to get that 5th spot back. 2 laps to go this time for Ben Schaller. The Schaller Racing engine between the frame rails on that MB Custom chassis. His father, Will Schaller, the engine builder on that 98, and looking good, running full song here. Schaller, he went winless in 2019, ran a runner-up in the points to Kyle Burke. Can he turn his luck around and score that first win of the year now? White flag out. Brad Perdue trying to work to the inside of Dylan Schmier. Schmier able to sidestep him on the outside lane. That's for the 6th spot. But into turn number 3 for the final time. Ben Schaller coming off turn number 4. He will win Kaiser Manufacturing heat race number 2. Second at the line will be Daryl DeFrance. Then it's Jason O'Brien, Josh Leonard, Reese Vaught, Dylan Schmier, Brad Perdue, Charlie McKenna, and Kyle Crampy. So how about it, race fans? Your winner one more time. Coming to us from Omaha, Nebraska in the Fleet Mark Solutions, Sutter Family Racing, Dave's Home Improvement, Hins Chiropractic, Acupuncture, MB Custom Chassis, Dirt Shirts USA, number 98, Shelby County. Give it up for him, Ben Schaller. 3rd row back on the inside from Marquette, Nebraska. That'll be Kyle Burke in the 14. To his outside from Farley, Iowa, Jason Rowan in the 98. 4th row back on the inside, it'll be the 7 of the 21H of Brett Hopp out of Harlan, Iowa. To his outside, the 82 of Robbie Anderson out of Blair. And scheduled to round out the field from Omaha, that'll be the 34 of Steve McConnell. Do not believe I see the 34 of McConnell, so we'll go with 8 cars, 8 laps. 3rd and final heat race brought to you by Kaziski Auto Parts. The 2 Shelby County regulars bring us down to the green flag, and we're underway. Off into turn number 1, Cale Kaziski will take the early race lead. Jorgensen trying to use the bottom to his advantage. Kurt Schroeder will assume the 3rd spot off the top side of turn 2. Kyle Burke looking to the inside of Zach Zeitner. That's for position number 4, 2x2 from 3rd on back. Off of turn number 4, opening lap goes to Cale Kaziski. Robbie Jorgensen in that 2nd spot. Kyle Burke trying to make something happen on the low side. Jason Rowan threads the needle between Burke and Zeitner. 3 wide off of turn number 2. That's for the 4th spot as they exit. 4, 5, 6 right there going into turn number 3. Kyle Burke, Jason Rowan, and Zach Zeitner having a great battle as Cale Kaziski takes lap 2. Burke now up to the 5th spot. Jason Rowan able to thread his way up to the 4th spot, and now he'll go for 3rd off the low side. He'll take the 3rd spot away from Kurt Schroeder. Jason Rowan, the big mover. Jason Rowan, he started 6th on the grid, now up to the 3rd spot and going after Robbie Jorgensen. So our winner from Knoxville, Iowa last year, not wasting any time here. Jason Rowan, he made it out to our second race here at the Shelby County Speedway last year. That was after having some hard luck at the Yankee Dirt Track Classic the week before. And now Kyle Burke to the inside of Kurt Schroeder, trying to put the slide job workings on him. The Marquette Missile now up to the 4th spot as they come off at turn number 2. Robbie Anderson, good run off the exit 2. He'll pull up aside the 76 of Zeitner. That's for position number 6 on the Speedway. 2 laps to go next time by, and it's been all Cale Kaziski. What a run. The Rawson & Sons Roofing N&W transfer number 35 looking strong. He will get the 2 to go signal from Lane Pugh from the flag stand. Jason Rowan now into the 2nd spot. Does Rowan have enough time to run him down? Good head of steam, that Capital chassis looking strong. Rowan may have something here in the closing laps. Rowan with that Pro Power Racing engine between the frame rails on that 98 machine. Meanwhile, Cale Kaziski, he takes the white flag. Final trip around for the 35. Cale Kaziski, could he get his first ever heat race win with the Malvern Bank Series? Down the back straightaway and into 3 for the 8th and final time. Checker flag is going to fly. He's starting on the outside of the front row, and how about it? His first Malvern Bank heat race win. Cale Kaziski takes Kaziski Auto Parts heat race number 3. Jason Rowan in the 2nd spot, Robbie Jorgensen 3rd, then it's Kyle Burke in 4th, Kurt Schroeder, Zach Seidner, Robbie Anderson, and Brett Hopp to round out the field. So how about that one? Very first heat race win with the Malvern Bank Series. Give it up for him out of Ralston, Nebraska in the Imperial Tile Black Diamond Chassis. Mannington, Lyles Tires and Wheels, Rawson & Sons Roofing, N&W transfer. Number 35, Harlan Letamiria, Cale Kaziski. And we are just about ready to go. The field lines up behind the beautiful Malvern Bank West Series pace car. And the lights go out on the car. Caution lights go out across the speedway momentarily. And we go green this time. 8 laps. Starting positions are up for grabs in this one. Reese Vaught, John Anderson, row 1. Dylan Schmier, Corey Zeitner, row 2. Charlie McKenna, Robbie Anderson, row 3. Brett Hopp, J.C. Wyman, row 4. Jake Jorgensen, and Kyle Crampy in row number 5. Here we go. Off at 4, we are green in our Predator Custom Trailer Speed Feature. Into turn 1, slight advantage for John Anderson through the middle lane. Off of 1 and 2. Again, nose piece advantage for the 21X. Meanwhile, Dylan Schmier maintains the 3rd spot as they go into turn number 3. Reese Vaught, good run to the inside. He'll slide up and take the race lead off of turn number 4. Reese Vaught takes lap 1. John Anderson in the 2nd spot. Dylan Schmier running in that 2nd position. Then it's Corey Zeitner running 3rd. Corey Zeitner running 4th. Charlie McKenna, your top 5. And it's J.C. Wyman, Robbie Anderson, Brett Hopp, Kyle Crampy, and Jake Jorgensen after 1. Reese Vaught, good run to kick things off here. The Patchett Business Services Todd's Body and Glass number 20V looking strong up front to kick things off. John Anderson settling into position number 2 as the field continues to fan out across the Shelby County Speedway. J.C. Wyman took a look inside at Charlie McKenna for that 5th spot. Not going to happen as Anderson jumps the cushion in turn number 4. That's going to allow Dylan Schmier to close in. Reese Vaught continues to show the fast way around. Looks like the bottom lane, the place to be through 1 and 2. Middle lane starting to come into effect as well. Not as many takers on the top side as the sun goes down here. Halfway home, 4 down, 4 to go. Reese Vaught continues to show the way. John Anderson, Dylan Schmier, Corey Zeitner, Charlie McKenna. That's your top 5. And then it's J.C. Wyman, Robbie Anderson, Brett Hopp, Kyle Crampy, and Jake Jorgensen to round out the field. But Reese Vaught doing an excellent job up front. The bright young man out of Aurora, Nebraska. Pro-powered between the frame rails on that rocket chassis. Looking strong here tonight. And now Dylan Schmier trying to reel in John Anderson for that 2nd spot. Again, starting positions are up for grabs. The higher up you finish, the higher you start in the A main later tonight. And Vaught will get the 2 to go signal from Lane Pugh on the flag stand. Thought was a little smoke coming from the K1 of Kyle Crampy. Looks like no, he's okay. I thought there was a little smoke developing on that K1 machine, but it looks like he is going to be all right. As now off of turn number 4, Reese Vaught comes down to the white flag. 0.4 of a mile to go for the 20V out of Aurora. Aurora natives first and third right now with Dylan Schmier in that final podium spot. As the field goes into closing formation into turn number 3, John Anderson, one last charge. Gets a little sideways going into turn number 3. But off of turn number 4, Reese Vaught will win your Predator Custom Trailer Speed feature. John Anderson is second. Dylan Schmier, Corey Zeidner, Charlie McKenna, the top 5. Then it's J.C. Wyman, Robbie Anderson, Brett Hopp, Jake Jorgensen, and Kyle Crampy to round out the field. So race fans, let him hear you. Your winner of your Predator Custom Trailer Speed feature out of Aurora, Nebraska. He drives the Todd's Body and Glass, Aurora Insurance, Joyce Agronomics, Rocket Chassis, Paget Business Services, Platinum Agronomy Solutions, number 20V, let him hear you, Reese Vaught. Harlan, Iowa. The time has come to scream, to shout, and let it all out. You can only hope to contain them because you can't beat them. Shelby County Speedway presents the Malvern Bank Super Late Models West Series. Lights go off on the pace car as we get ready to drop the hammer off of turn number 4. The 2 winningest drivers in the history of the Malvern Bank Series on the front row. But Tad Pospisil, your pole setter, he has never won here at the Shelby County Speedway. He was tonight's fast qualifier. Here we go, race fans. Off of turn number 4, they will get the loud pedal. How about it? One final time tonight. It is time to dominate the dirt with the Malvern Bank West Series. Our main event goes green here at Harlan. Into turn 1, side by side to kick things off. Tad Pospisil off the bottom will take the race lead by just under a car length over Kyle Burke. Kale Kosiski with a big run to the inside of Jason O'Brien. And now Ben Schaller, good run to the inside off of turn number 4 to take the second spot. Opening lap goes to Tad Pospisil. Pospisil, your leader after 1. Ben Schaller in that second spot. Kyle Burke runs in the 3rd position. 4th right now, Jason Rowan. Nick Deal now into the top 5. He's able to get by Jason O'Brien. O'Brien and Deal having it out for position number 4, right behind Jason Rowan as Tad Pospisil comes around to click off lap 2. Looks like 2 defined lines so far here at the Shelby County Speedway. The middle of the track is the place to be right now. Tad Pospisil proving that point as O'Brien, big slide job off of turn number 4. The O-Show. Osa having trouble at the top of turns 3 and 4. Josh Leonard off the pace. Josh Leonard slow down into turns 3 and 4. He's trying to dip it low into the inside, but we've got a caution. Oh, possibly no caution, no caution. It looks like Leonard is able to get the car off the track. Leonard was able to get it off the track. So the caution lights go out. Green flag off turn number 4 this time. Tad Pospisil, your race leader. He's taken the first 3 laps so far. Can he hang on for 22 more? And we are back underway here at Harlan. Burke looking to the inside of turn number 1, but Pospisil quick to block the line as they go down the backstretch this time. Pospisil will assume the race lead. Brian Kosinski, good run off the bottom, trying to pull even with Nick Deal for that 6th spot. That battle going on right behind Jason Rowan as Jason O'Brien able to sneak by for the 4th spot. Rowan up the hill in turn number 4, keeps it off the wall, but Deal's able to sneak by. Nick Deal now into the top 5 right now in the 55D. Deal trying to run down Jason O'Brien for position number 4 on the speedways. They enter turn number 3 as the field starts to fan out. Tad Pospisil continues to show the fast way around. Kyle Burke in that 2nd spot. Trouble out on the speedway. Caution is out. Caution on the speedway. Looks like possibly an incident over in turn number 2. Caution lights go out. 20 to go here at Harlan with the Malvern Bank Super Late Models West Series. Tad Pospisil in control of the lead. Field brings it back up to speed, and we're back underway. Oh, a spin on the front stretch. Reese Vaught goes around. We'll see if he can keep it going. He has come to a stop at the bottom of turn number 1. No caution is going to come out. Caution on the speedway for Reese Vaught. Was going to make his Malvern Bank debut, driving the 8-ball machine, blew the motor in hot laps. And right now, Nick Deal, probably one of the cars to beat tonight, currently sitting 5th on the speedway. We'll try it again off at turn number 4. Tad Pospisil in control of the pace. He says, now's go time, and off of 4, we're back to it. Pospisil right through the middle. He will show the way off the exit of turn number 2 as the field scrambles behind him. Nick Deal on the outside. He'll sidestep Jason O'Brien for that 4th spot as they enter turn 3. Deal trying to ride the top shelf. He'll take Brian Kosiski with him off the exit of turn 4. Deal with a good run off of turn number 4. Trying to pull even with Schaller as they go into turn 1. Schaller staying low. Meanwhile, Deal through the middle. Jason O'Brien using the bottom lane to his advantage. Good run by Bill Layton Jr. He'll sidestep Jason Rowan and Brian Kosiski. Here comes the points leader. Bill Layton Jr. Now O'Brien. Another slide job coming for the real Deal. 4th place back to the O show, but only by about half a car length. Deal looks to the inside, has to let up, and he'll let O'Brien have the line. Deal lets up, and he loses ground. That allows Bill Layton Jr. to close in on him. Off of turn number 4, Tad Pospisil continues to show the way. Kyle Burke runs 2nd, Ben Schaller 3rd, Jason O'Brien. Now we got a battle for 5th. Nick Deal has got company in the form of Bill Layton Jr. So a pair of black diamonds are going to duel it out for position number 5 on the speedway. Brian Kosiski runs 6th, Jason Rowan 7th, Alan Hopp 8th, Cale Kosiski. This will be a career best finish for him as he runs 9th. Oh, a little bit of melee over there in turn number 1. J.C. Wyman goes around, and the caution is out again. Caution on the speedway in turn 1. J.C. Wyman loops it. And we are under yellow flag conditions with 17 laps to go. And a tough break there for your I-80 Dirt Classic winner. It looks like the 21H of Brett Hopp. He has taken the 21H machine off the track. Points are going to be shaken up a little bit. Josh Leonard in the 85, he went off during that last caution. He was currently 4th in the standings going into tonight. So he could be falling well behind the 8-ball going into Silver Dollar Nationals weekend. Off of 4, Pospisil, 2nd in the points. Meanwhile, he's up front, and he brings us back down to the green flag. Here we go. Off into 1, Pospisil, another good takeoff. Meanwhile, Jason O'Brien to the inside of Brian Kosiski. Kosiski tried a shot for the 5th position, not going to happen. Now Bill Layton Jr. back to the inside, kind of dug into the inside, coming off of turn 4 that last time by on the restart, but Layton bouncing back right around the bottom. Layton making the bottom work to his advantage as he sidesteps Kosiski for the 6th spot. And now Kyle Burke starting to take form, trying to size up Pospisil for the race lead. Top 2 on the win list right now up front for the top spot here at Harlan. Tad Pospisil, he has the lead. Kyle Burke wants it off of turn 4. Pospisil with a good exit. Meanwhile, Burke, I think Burke's a little bit better off at 2. Pospisil a little bit better off at 4. Trouble for Jason Rowan. He's off the pace. Jason Rowan, who was running, I believe, 7th on the racetrack, comes to a stop in turn number 1. Jason Rowan to the inside of the implement tires in turn number 1. And caution is going to come out. Caution on the speedway this time for Jason Rowan, stopping in turn 1. And a tough break there for the Farley native. Last year's winner over at the Knoxville Raceway, going down with issues. So caution lights go out across the Shelby County Speedway. Green flag off turn number 4 this time. Tad Pospisil, he's been nailing the restart so far. Can he nail one more and hopefully go green to the end? Off of 4, back underway here at Harlan. Not quite the start that Ben Schaller was looking for. He'll fall back to the third spot as the field goes into turn 1. 3 wide back there, I believe, for the 9th spot. Daryl DeFrance trying to make something happen on the inside line. The Iron Man working to the inside of Zach Zeitner and trying to get by Dylan Schmier. Meanwhile, Nick Deal looking back at Jason Rowan. Again, is stuck now onto the back straightaway. He thought he could return, but it looks like Rowan not able to get it going, so it looks like he'll take it down into the pits again.
That's 298, that's 2. That's taking this side. All right, guys.
So I believe that is the second yellow flag on the 98 of Jason Rowan, so his treasure hunt is officially done. It'll be a long ride back to Farley. Tad Pospisil, your race leader. He's led every circuit up to this point. Here we go. Green flag will come back in the air off of turn number 4. We'll try it again. And we are back to it. Off into 1, Ben Schaller with a good run as they enter turn 1. He'll take the second spot away from Kyle Burke. Meanwhile, Jason O'Brien to the inside of Nick Deal. That's for the 4th position as they go down the back straightaway. Deal trying to get the outside lane dialed up. 12 laps to go this time. We are halfway through this one. Pospisil shows the way. Ben Schaller second. Now Nick Deal to the inside. And Deal takes the 3rd spot away from Kyle Burke going into 1. Nick Deal now into the podium positions. Kyle Burke back to 4. Jason O'Brien runs 5th, and it's Bill Layton Jr., Alan Hopp, Brian Kaziski, Zach Zeitner, and Daryl DeFrance, your top 10. So how about this one? The Bloomquist chassis with a Scott Bailey racing engine between the frame rails on the 04, looking good. Meanwhile, Kyle Burke back to the inside of Nick Deal. That's for the 3rd spot as they go down the back straightaway. Into 3. Burke in the 14, Deal the 55D. This time around, we will have 10 laps to go here at Harlan. Tad Pospisil continue to show the fast way around. Brian Kaziski trying to look to the inside of Zach Zeitner. I believe that's back for position number 8 on the speedway. Kaziski will sidestep him. Ben Schaller with the big slider. It looks like it was spin in turn number 1. Correction, spin in turn 2. I believe that's Cale Kaziski who's gone around, and the caution is out again with 9 to go. Bill Layton Jr. in the 6th spot. Alan Hopp is 7th, and it's Zach Zeitner in 8th. Brian Kaziski 9th. Daryl DeFrance, your top 10. Charlie McKenna doing an excellent job working his way through the field. McKenna, he started 21st on the grid. He now runs 11th. So good run for the 22 out of Ames. Off of 4, back to green here at Shelby County. Great takeoff for Nick Deal. Quick to sidestep Schaller as they came off at turn number 4. Deal now has the 2nd spot, but maybe only for a moment. Here comes Schaller to the inside for the 2nd spot as they go down the backstretch. Schaller the 98. Deal the 55D side by side on entry to turn number 3. Off the exit of 4. Who's going to have the upper hand? Give it to Deal at the line. Schaller back at that 3rd spot. Jason O'Brien makes his way up to the 4th spot as Kyle Burke gets shuffled back to 5th. Bill Layton Jr. running in that 6th position. Now Zach Zeitner trying to keep the 99D of Daryl DeFrance behind him. And now Zeitner trying to pull even with Brian Kaziski. That's for the 8th spot as they go into turn 3. Layton now trying to make it dance on the outside lane. He'll try to sidestep Kyle Burke for the 5th spot. I think Bill Layton Jr. trying to size up Burke. He said, I've had enough on the bottom. It's time to go high side dancing. Into turn number 3, we'll see where the 24 goes. Looks like he'll stick through the middle and try to run it off the top. Burke is there off the bottom, put the slide job working to take the line away, but a good battle brewing there between Kyle Burke and Bill Layton Jr. 1st and 3rd in the points right there. But right now, currently 2nd in the points. Tad Pospisil shows the way, trying to go for win number 2 on the season here in 2020. Nick Deal in that 2nd spot. Jason O'Brien, a big slide shot off of turn number 4. He'll sidestep Ben Schaller. So good run there. Tad Pospisil trying to get his 19th Malvern Bank Series win of his career. Currently 2nd on the all-time win list. Nick Deal trying to reel him in. Deal trying to get win number 5 of his career. About 6 laps to go now for Tad Pospisil. Pospisil shows the way. Nick Deal running in that second spot. Jason O'Brien, Ben Schaller, Bill Layton Jr. now your top 5. Kyle Burke back to 6th. And now we got a 3-wide battle for the 8th spot. Alan Hopp, Zach Zeiner, and Daryl DeFrance having at it. Good race there. 2 to go signal will be coming up this time. So actually we did have a little scoring trip there. Actually 4 laps to go. 3 to go next time by. Three laps to go this time at the line for Tad Pospisil, doing an excellent job. Started on the pole, and he has led every lap up to this point. Can he hang on for 3 more? Nick Deal up to the 2nd spot right now. This will be a career best finish for him here on one of his home tracks. This time around, 2 laps to go for Tad Pospisil. That's what we had a scoring there. White flag actually out this time. We had a little scoring loop there. Down the back straightaway for the final. This time around, little scoring loop there, but nonetheless, off of turn number 4, he'll get win number 19 of his career, Tad Pospisil. He will score tonight's 8-feature win. Nick Deal in the 2nd spot. Jason O'Brien comes home 3rd. Ben Schaller 4th. Bill Layton Jr. rounds out your top 5. Then it's Kyle Burke, Alan Hopp, Zach Zeiner, Brian Kaziski, Daryl DeFrance. That will be your top 10.